Hello everybody and welcome to what is to me a not necessarily controversial game, but it's a game that well, I'll explain as we play. Welcome to Aveyond. Awake, my pet, awake. Sorry, Raina, I must stop him. If he completes the orb, all is lost. You're sure about this? If he catches you, he will kill me. Yes, I know. I must try. I cannot let a madman destroy everything we love. I must go. And the goddess protect you, husband. You must stop this madness. Hunston, what are you doing here? Go back inside. Sorry, father, it must end here. You think you can stop me? With magic you have none. Goodbye, father. How? It appears I had affinity for magical after all, father. You would not teach me because you wanted the power all to yourself. But I watched and I learned. Could rule the world. Taking it for yourself? I want to rule the world, father. Your reign of tyranny ends now. Mordred laughs. Cannot stop the prophecy, son. A dark throp will rule the world. If not I, then you or your children. And the last of our line. Ours is a curse, not a prophecy. It ends tonight. Raina? Vincent, is everything okay? You must go to the village. Tell them the dark throp lineage is destroyed. Husband, what are you saying? And I break the curse on my family and our kingdom. Vincent, I will not let you die. Do not argue with me, Raina. You know it must be done, and as long as Darthrop lives, mankind is in danger. What if you weren't the last of your line? But I am. We've borne no children, wife. Tonight the Darthrop line ends. The world we say for it. You must leave now. As you wish, I shall go to the village. I love you, Tungsten Darkthrop. You're a better person than I. No. So the reason why I played the intro for this game and the previous game was because I think that those two games actually have a merit to the beginning of the story, but the first one didn't really do that for Ren's quest, and it was more confusing than anything. 200 years later. Honestly, I just picked normal. This is when they first start adding the easy, normal, expert. But honestly, I'm just gonna skip the tutorial as well. I don't see the point in the tutorial, because I'm kind of really used to playing this game. It all began when I was a street urchin, dwelling in the alleys of Harburg, a forest city in the eastern province. I was a thief back then, and an escapee from an orphanage, the place I had lived after my parents died. Remember the night that I encountered true evil for the first time in my life, if only I had agreed to steal the orb. You have a job for me? Oh yeah, I forgot. It's kind of different in gameplay. Clients requested that you return an object of importance to his family. Our services were specifically requested. It appears that your reputation is growing. It's our reward. 100 gold coins for the job, 90 after you give me my split. 100 gold coins, that's an insane amount of money. It's gotta be right. What's the catch? No catch. Client rightly desires the object and wants the job done right. Fine, I'll take it. Bowden shows Mel a scrap of paper with an address on it. Client's waiting at Clockwork Mansion. Fancy house on the hill. Yes, on the balcony specifically. No, be careful. Careful's my middle name. You worry too much, Bowden. I'll be back before dawn. except we won't be back before dawn. That's how these things usually work. Now, you can either do one of two things. You can, and as you can see, the system is a lot like Aveyond 2, but you can also see there at the bottom, there is the option to play with just the mouse if you wanted to. I personally think that's not a great idea. Starting off the game right away, we have Mel. I have no business this way. To get to Clockwork Mansion, I must go through the eastern corridor to the right. Now, this game is when I start to have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with the series in general, but at this point, I still feel like the game is okay. It's kind of going to be a... like... Assuming I can't go this way. Alright, I already went this way. Whoops. I'm assuming this has to be the richest place on this area. Beat it, kid. Must be to... There we go. For some reason these people did not shut the doors. I could easily just kill all these people if I wanted to. Also, why would you have the front door, like, that you go into? One being that area, this area being the other, but why would you have your kids right next to the front door, but not you? Darkthrop, evil made flesh. Advanced clock repair. Final days of Mordred Darkthrop. My biography. There's an upper floor. Just gonna ignore you. Never mind. You're the thief we requested now. One and only, what is it you would like me to do in this lovely evening, gentlemen? I need you to retrieve a stolen Fairyland heirloom orb from the basement of Darkthrop Keep. Inside the old magician's cursed tower, are you insane? Surely the legends are false, Darkthrop Keep isn't cursed. Then why don't you go get your precious heirloom? Why send me? I didn't say it was safe. Sorry, gentlemen, the risk isn't worth the reward. I value my life. I'll double the reward, 200 gold coins, 100 now and 100 when you return. You must really want this heirloom. Fine, I'll do it. You've made a profitable choice. Or a terrible one. I gives you 100 coins. Return before dawn, I shall wait for you here. If I'm not back in time, That isn't an option. You'd better be prepared to pay the rest of my reward when I return, otherwise I'll keep the heirloom for myself. Don't press your luck. Darkthrop, keep is to the east of the city in the forest. You best go there and get the client's heirloom before dawn. Yeah, because that always works out. So if you didn't play the tutorial, you would probably be super shocked by the, well, you probably wouldn't really be against getting this orb, but yeah, it is kind of sus. It's much smaller than I remember. It's like the sewer for the towers down there. You hear rats? Dinner, here I come. I don't know, I was trying to boink the thing. So Mel's gameplay. Mel can either make an enemy trip themselves up, and it makes it to where they can't attack for another turn. One for me, none for you, Darkthrop. However, her attack damage is really low. You can kind of consider her the manifestation of Jack in this aspect, in this game. And also corpses disappear when you loot them, which could be nice. I'm not sure if I've accidentally looted any of them. Well, of course I've accidentally looted some, but still. Kinda weird. As per usual, you want to make sure that you get as many kills as you can. You never know. Another puzzle, lame. Afraid to lock myself in. Maybe if I move that boulder down into the alcove, I can get out of here. Well, a strange star is for. There's a note beside it. I better read the note before I touch the star. Where did you find that heirloom, old dead man? Sorry for the pause there. An interruption. So, emergency exit. That's meant for, of course, if you accidentally screw up the puzzle, you can go back there and whatever. Also, items are all the way down here, which I don't like. Why couldn't it have been on top? Because if it was on top, you could immediately just auto-use an item if you needed to. Depending on placement. That's another thing, do level ups have to be so flashy? I mean, it's just a level up. I mean, my favorite level up that they had in this game, there's another auto-use problem. Is that why don't they just like, you know, keep it simple? Like, just have an up arrow. I don't know, I just don't like all the extras. And that's where I have to go, this is where I don't have to go. Leather boots. Also, as you can see, Mel is extremely weak. Unlike our predecessors of Ian and Ia. And also everything else. Because of this, she makes up for it in other skills like stealing, skipping turns, or whatever. But I think that I'm not sure what you guys' opinions are, but I personally think those kinds of things should be left to the side characters, not the protagonist, because it can get a little annoying when you're playing the game and you have to rely on like all your side characters to make up for the character that you are forced to have in your party all the time. Anyway, that's just a beef. That didn't open. Not the fact that I pressed that. Must be another one. Everything's down. I'm assuming this is a puzzle of some kind because there's a thing right there. Yeah, thanks, game. See here. Maybe I have to hit a switch in a different area. Because that hit that. Huh. I'll figure it out, I guess, when I leave. It's the heirloom. It's the easiest 200 gold coins I've ever made. I'll win, Dark Throw. What the? When I touched the orb, warmth passed through me. What felt familiar? If only I'd known then what I'd known today, I would have smashed the orb into 1,000 pieces and fled Harburg that night. If only. Mel tucks the orb into her backpack. As soon as she releases the orb, it stops glowing. Strange. I better get out of here. This place creeps me out. But, with that, we got Creepy Orb. In the next episode, we'll give it to the clients. See you guys then.